Situation of freedom of expression still remains grave, says the 6-month report released by Media Rights Institute. Unfortunately, the day of the national press, 22nd of July, is not felt in the country, said the Institute Director Rashid Hajali during a press conference today. He said that there should be freedom of expression in the country to fill the existence of national press. According to the monitorings of the Media Institute held within the past years, the situation regarding the legal situation of professional activity of journalists and freedom of expression. Media Rights Institute representative Khalid Ghaliev noted that the report covers analysis of the legal framework of right of freedom of expression, court proceedings, physical and psychological pressures on journalists, right to obtain information, freedom of internet, and regulation of TV and radio sphere. According to him, the biggest event of the past 6 months is the release of journalist Zain Al-Afat alive from prison. 27 court cases regarding freedom of expression continued in the reporting period. Majority of the court lawsuits and complaints against the journalists were filed by so-called public figures. A total of 630,000 Azeri manats were demanded in court cases from journalists, and criminal punishment was demanded for 6 journalists. Khural is the newspaper facing more compensation cases. Aliyev said that the physical and psychological measures on journalists continued in 6 months of 2011. Specifically, over 50 journalists faced harassment. Of these pressures, the most scandalous was the physical harassment of 6 foreign journalists in the past 6 months. Journalists faced pressures while getting information during mass protests and open meetings. Media Institute representatives said that the freedom of information situation is not encouraging either. Namely, inquiries were sent to parliament, courts, executive and executive power of Baku city, ministries and banks. Only 56 out of 147 inquiries were responded to. Internet speed and service quality is low in these regions. The government continued to put restrictions on internet as well. The people's main tool of access for information is through TV and radio, which is not able to meet this demand. Specifically, the National TV and Radio Council committed legal violations during the competition for empty frequencies. The report also reflects recommendations on improvement of freedom of expression situation. They include implementation of awareness-raising measures, improvement of legislation, ensuring of transparent procedures.